Hey, welcome to Monday Night Money Motivation. And also because my monthly broadcast that I have started that streams on Facebook and YouTube fell on the 15th of the month because I'm doing it on the 15th of every month. Now you get tonight, you get your Monday Money Motivation, and you also get a fabulous interview with one of my great friends and business partners and in the industry that's going to come to us tonight and talk to us some about being an employee but transitioning into an entrepreneur. So you all know I always talk about, well, first of all, let me just make sure I'm live on the book. If y'all can see me live on the book, y'all go ahead and drop a comment for your girl. Let me know that you're on. Let me know that you see me. And if you see me, share the video out. Yep, look like I am live on the book. I'm live on the book. Y'all go ahead and share this video out with your family and your friends. Let them know that Lisa Stringer Bailey is on the book, and we getting ready to have a fabulous conversation with my girlfriend Jackie, who's going to be I see somebody. Hey Keisha, girl, thank you for jumping on. Yes, you see me. Thank you. Hey Dominique, my marketing guru, thank you for jumping on. Happy Monday. Happy money making Monday. I know that's right, honey, because we out here in these streets trying to make this money. So y'all come on in, hit me with a hey girl, hey, or hey guy, hey, so I can properly speak back to you to let you know that I'm acknowledging you. Y'all share this video out because we about to have some great informational conversation tonight. Y'all don't want to miss this, honey. Because let me just tell you, I always talk about we have got to have another stream of income. Okay. Because look, I'm your money girl. Listen, my business is Triple M, Money Management Matters. And I educate and motivate women to be more manageable with their money, to make more money, right? To manage that money, right? And to maintain that money. Because look here, we can't work hard for all this money and not have it for a future event, not have it in our retirement, not have it when we need it. Okay. So we need to learn how to manage our money better. So that's what I'm here for. I'm your money manager. I'm your partner. I'm your accountability partner in this whole money game. Okay. So listen, I always preach about, hey, Rashida, thanks for jumping on. I always preach about having multiple streams of income. Reason why? Listen, if you are living paycheck to paycheck, okay, if you got more months than you got money, okay, that might mean you need to bring more money in. And sometimes that means you have to get a little side gig, okay, a little hustle, okay, whatever it is that you are passionate about, whatever it is you like to do. I want to show you how to monetize that thing, okay? And then tonight we're going to be talking specifically about starting in a multi-level marketing business, or it could be called MLM, or it could be called direct sales. This is just another form of way that you can get income coming into your household, coming into your money plan, coming into your budget, so you can have that extra money that you need to maintain, to get over the whole working paycheck to paycheck, to get over the whole more months than you got money, to have a way to have more money coming in so you can save it. You know, it could be just specifically for saving. If you find that you don't have money left over to put into a savings account, to put into an investment account, to put into a retirement account, then this extra hustle, this MLM company could be a perfect way for you to get that more money coming in. So listen, I'm not going to be on here long, but I do want to get my guest in here so she can tell you, honey, what she has experienced in the MLM industry and how she did it all while working a full-time job. Okay, so give me just a second. I'm gonna pull up her bio so I can give her a proper introduction. So listen, while we're waiting, I want you guys to let me know how your Monday was today. Did you have a good Monday? Was it busy? Was it hectic? What was going on with the Monday today? Okay, so Miss Jackie Hurd, she is a 35 years as a surgical technician, okay? She served 14 years in the United States Army. Thank you for your service. She is a veteran, and she was also in surgical services in the Army. Now, Jackie decided to start her own business called JT Empowered Solutions in 2018, where she is focusing on helping people see beyond their job. Her motto is a job is a source of income, it's not who you are. So let's welcome in Miss Jackie Hurd into the broadcast. Y'all give her a hand as she come in. Hey, Jackie girl, how you doing, boo?
All right, Lisa, this is it, girl.
Wonderful. I am so happy to have you on with me tonight. Hunty, we've been in this entrepreneur game for a few years, right? Together. We're accountability partners. We met each other through our authorship. Both of us have wrote books, and we had the same publisher that did our book. So that's how we connected. So I am so happy to have you on. I want you to go ahead and give us a little bit more information about yourself. Tell us what you do and your little side hustle, your side gig, and your business.
Thank you, Lisa. Good evening, everybody. Again, this is Jackie Hurd, and I want to just tell you a little bit. Yes, I'm a 14-year Army veteran. This year, 2021, is my 35th year working in surgery. I learned how to be a surgical technician in the Army, and now in my 35th year, I just got to the point where you know how you have more to give, but you see the end of the rainbow in a sense of your job. You got to kind of start wrapping things up, but I felt like I had a whole lot more to give. So my platform, when I talk a lot about employee mindset. I had to take some time to understand the differences of what we go through as employees. I've seen a ton of changes over the years. I started my profession in 1986. So obviously I have seen a lot of changes in healthcare. I've seen changes all across the industry. And the unfortunate thing that I noticed is that employees like me, when we were expecting the system to still be there, that was our game plan for 30 years or more, things started to change. I took serious note of this about 10 years ago. Things are starting to change. The companies were not as stable as they used to be. Unfortunately, you see people getting fired, not with a game plan in place. So I honestly had to, again, take a second look at where do I fit into that model and moving forward in the future. I can tell you that, unfortunately, again, 10 years ago, I was fired from a job unexpectedly. And the panic and the fear that went through my body to know that my income was gone without warning, it sent me into a depression. I can be honest with you. It took me a solid 2 years to recover mentally that your money could be gone just like that. Now, I got a job within 4 weeks, but still mentally, that affected me for a solid 2 years. And I so I knew that was not the solution for me going into I'm 10 years from Social Security. I know I don't look it, thank you very much, but I am 10 years from Social Security. So I had to put into place additional streams. We hear it all the time, multiple streams of income, residual income. So what I decided to do, again, servicing people like me, people who are going towards their retirement years, I know the struggles that we have, I know our challenges. So when I decided to form my business model with those people in mind, JT Empowered Solutions, that's actually my name. Jacqueline Teresa is empowered. I'm empowering myself, and my goal is to empower other people to kind of find a better solution in case your job just happens to put you off on the side of the road and keep it moving. And then again, my experiences, I learned a lot in network marketing, which I started in 1998. I learned a ton of business skills through network marketing. So I just realized that I need to go back now and kind of gather all that information together, and so that it can prepare me for my future as I, prepare for my, I'm going to call it senior years, even though I don't feel like a senior. That's my intro, Lisa.
Hey, girl, you sure don't look like it. So you got that right. Yeah. Girl, we over here had a little technical difficulty, but we rolling right along. Seemed like we was freezing up for a minute. So hopefully everybody can still see me. Y'all let me know. Let me check this chat. Let me see what's going on. Hey, okay. Hey, Keisha. Keisha says she had a busy day. She worked for corporate America today. So, hey, Keisha know about that multiple streams of income, honey, and working a full-time job and also having that side gig just in case. Because, look, Jackie just said it. She lost her job. We never know when our employer, the corporate people, is going to come in and say, we don't need you no more. And we don't want to have that, what Jackie just said, that scared feeling, that sickness in your pit of your stomach. Like, oh my God, what am I going to do now? How am I going to pay my rent? How am I going to feed my kids? How am I going to get, keep a roof over my head? So it is real out here, people. And look, if 2020 ain't taught us nothing, it should have taught us we got to be more prepared because we don't know what's happening. Okay. So Jackie, you said you started in the MLM business back in 1998. So, girl, you got some years under your belt about this MLM game, girl. You got to tell us what's up. So, listen, MLMs, why do you think it's a good side hustle? Like if somebody's looking to do something on the side to start out with a little something, why do you feel like an MLM is a good place to start?
Well, you could work it into your schedule. That's one of the things that attractive. You work it into your schedule, whether you have children, it's something that has a small time commitment, but the income potential is really great. It's not like a straight 8-hour, like for example, your job where you have to be there. Once you get the systems rolling, the income kind of follows. Yeah.
Okay. So what type of time commitment would you say? What's like the least amount, say, to bring in any kind of substantial amount of money?
That honestly, I can't say for everybody. The time commitment is based on your goals. Sometimes it just, again, it's all based on your goals. If you're looking for a couple $100, there's a way that you can do that. For me, I wanted residual income. So then I knew I had to kind of set up a different kind of game plan and a strategy for more long term. And that's sometimes people kind of get it mixed up. You got to put your time based on the goals that you're looking for. That's the best way to respond for that. Everybody's different.
Right. So as someone is thinking about doing something like an MLM, they definitely want to set some goals, know their why for doing it. Like if they're doing it to get out of a heap of debt, then they might want to go in headstrong, right?
Oh yeah. I mean,
so do you think that working in an MLM company is easy? Would you say it's easy, or would you say it has some difficult points to it?
It's easy once you get some skills, because I know when I started, I treated it like a job. It was very hard. I didn't know what it was. I knew that I was in a position, just got divorced. I knew I needed some extra income. So I went into MLM with the attitude like this is a job, because that's all I could relate to, right? It's a business model that works, and it takes extra skills and knowledge and things like that I did not have at all. I had a knowledge of healthcare. So I went in with that attitude, and I got the results that I put in. I mean,
Okay, so
obviously, yeah, 2021, I have not hit the residual income because of my approach to the industry. So all of that had to change.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so you saying if someone's looking to do this, they need to go into it as a serious job, not necessarily a side hustle.
Whatever time commitment that works for that person.
Okay.
For example, okay, our jobs are normal 40 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
You could take 8 hours of week, 4 hours, whatever your skill level and your goals are, and apply that to MLM. It has changed a lot since 1998 when I started. You have a lot of the internet to help you, social media, all of that. So I've watched the industry change a whole lot myself, and I had to adjust to the new style of doing things that makes it a lot easier. So the time commitment is not exactly the same as it was when I first started. It's all about people bettering themselves. Your network. Do you have a network? You know, you can't just stay in your small little bubble, whatever routine you had, and expect MLM to work. You got to raise yourself up to that standard, and then it'll pay off over time.
Right. So when you said network, that brought to mind for me, sometimes MLM companies are called network marketing. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So it's probably called network marketing because it's a network. You got to get out and really network with people. So if you are an introvert like myself, I'm going to just tell on myself right now. If you are an introvert and you don't like to talk to people and you don't like to ask people for the sale, you don't like to share what you're doing, then it's not going to be successful for you.
You're going to have a lot of challenges.
Yeah.
They say that MLM, network marketing, is a personal development program with an income attached to it. So that's how I took it. I immediately jumped in, started bettering myself, reading the books, developing the inner core. You'll hear that a lot. Instead of, I reversed it. Some people want to go after the money, but they have not changed their attitude about anything. They stay negative. Yes, you just got to get out there, connect with people, and all of that. All of that is part of it. It is your network. If you don't have a network, I'm not quite sure how you're going to do this business. You got to get out, grow it, and then continue to go from there. I think I love it, to be honest with you, because it has forced me to come out of my shell. And I wouldn't have been to be at this point now, having a business and obviously meeting you, writing a book, if I had not followed the personal development part of it. And then the skills, it's easier to do as you become better and more positive leadership, everything else that's been part of it.
Right. So I like how you said it's a personal development with income. Now over here in this chat, honey, is talking about that too. Nikki Nicole said personal development with income. That is major. Okay. Because you are learning so much from a system that's already set for you. It's almost like you're starting your own business from a model that's been proven. Okay. Mm-hmm. Just say, for instance, I'm just going to throw one out here because this is one that I tried and I was not successful at it. So I'm telling on myself, Mary Kay. That was one that I did. It's a multi-level marketing company, network sales, direct sales, where you can only get it from a distributor. Okay. Now, true enough, that company has some spectacular personal development because I did learn that training, books that you can read, meetings, networking, and all that. So it was a company that's been around for years. I think maybe 60 years. I can't be sure about that, but I know they're one of the older ones out there, just like Avon. That was another one that I tried to do. But if it's something that you don't want to have too much thought put into it, you want something already set up, then MLM is the way to go. Would you agree?
I would. It's a great starting point. Yes, when you don't know, like you said, don't know, have a clue. That's how I got here. So I would say yes, it's a great start.
Okay, great. And let's see, Tara done joined us. Tara said, hey, ladies. Hey, Tara. Thank you
Hey,
so much
Sarah.
for joining. Thank you, Vaughn. Vaughn is on. She said, hey, girl. Hey, hey, girl. Hey. And Nicole also made another comment. She said, systems are so important when you're starting a business. I do know Nikki Nicole is also a side hustle queen, honey. So y'all can follow her on Facebook. She has a Facebook group called Side Hustle Queens. So she also has a lot of businesses that she runs. So, Jackie, let me ask you this question because this is a question I got a lot too. Well, let me preface this with this question. In the MLM industry, would you agree or would you say that you have to build a team in order to make money and grow in the MLM business, or can you just make the sales yourself?
You can, yeah. Actually, if that's what you want, if you just want to sell products or services and get whatever comes with that, whatever money comes with that, you can do it. But a lot of people, I don't know too many people who just want that part.
Mm-hmm.
The residual of growing a team and things like that, that's what we all go there for. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, like I said, it really gives you what you want. Nobody, I don't, you're not forced to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So again, that's why, like I said, you fit it into your life, into your job, around your schedule, around your kids, whatever you want to do.
Okay, that sounds great. So
Yeah.
it's almost just like it's like having your own business, people. So if you need an extra income coming in, you need multiple streams of income. This is an area that you can look into. Now, Jackie, what do you say to people when they say to you that MLM is a scam? Have you
Good
heard that
question.
before? It's a scam.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? The funny, this is what I had to do for myself after all these years being in it. I had to ask myself, and I made a list of the why not. Why wouldn't a person want to join a network marketing company? So my response to the scam is that anything can be presented like a legitimate company. Because again, most of us, there probably a very small people, a small percentage of people who know exactly what to look for in a legitimate company. So anything can be presented like an MLM, and it could be a scam from the day one. So MLM is the business model. The people bring the work ethic. If you have people who like to scam a part of the company, that stuff is going to happen. So I try to just separate the people from the business, and then I just kind of keep it moving. Because yeah, people get scammed every single day, but that's just the reality we got to live with. And so it's just about educating yourself, having group people that you trust, and then the rest of it you can't prevent. I think we already know that. What was his name? Bernie Madoff, I believe. So we know, unfortunately, people get scammed in all kind of situations, and you just have to just educate yourself as best as possible.
Absolutely, absolutely. So listen, all MLMs ain't a scam. Okay, people. So I think what Jackie was saying is you have to do your research. Okay. Just don't jump out there into one and you ain't never heard of it. Okay. Now that's another thing that I do in my business, Triple M, Money Management Matters. If you are looking for a second stream of income and you come across an opportunity, I can be your go-to person. Jackie can be your go-to person that say, look, have y'all ever heard of this company? What you think about it? Because look, Jackie is a researcher, honey. Jackie be looking for them opportunities. So am I right, Jackie?
Oh yeah, I keep my
So
ear to the streets.
she keep her ears to the streets. Now listen, and then it's a lot of new MLMs coming now, especially since 2020. So a lot of people looking for ways to duplicate what's already out there. They're looking for ways to start new businesses, and then they're starting to do it on this platform, on this model where you start a business and then you invite people into the business as partners or as distributors or as consultants, whatever they want to call it. And then that's a way for them to grow their business and help other people grow their business as well. So Jackie is always looking for these opportunities. She is one of the gurus that I know about that I go to for MLMs, and I tell all the time, look, if you hear anything, let me know, girl, because I'm always looking for another stream of income. Ain't nothing wrong with it, having more than two. Really, it's said you should have 7 streams of income. It ain't all got to be MLMs now, but that's a good start, right?
Yeah. That, let me just chime in real quick.
Go ahead.
Without a lot of skills, more than one MLM is going to be extremely difficult. I can't say it can't. It has been done, but it is not something for the rookies. So let's just go ahead and put that out there. We want people to reach their goals, not to go bankrupt.
Right. So since you brought up bankrupt, how much is the normal, or would you say how much of an investment would you need to start in an MLM company?
I guess it's fair to say probably even $100. I mean, it could be lower, but just off the top of, $100 is about a reasonable amount to start, and going from there. Yeah.
So if there's companies out there that may want you to do $500 investment, would that seem reasonable? Or is that too much? Or would you take a third look at that?
This industry is based on the individual. I can't say if $500 is too little or too much for a person. When you have skills and the potential, the real potential of this industry, be honest with you, that $500 is nothing. And so what I can tell people is take the time to get some skills, do the research, because that $500 could be life-changing for you. Don't let that stop you. But hey, that's your money. You're signing the application. You're the one, applied. So it gets kind of crazy, Lisa, I'll be honest with you. It's nobody. You're responsible for what you do, the money you spent, and your team will do their best to help you get to your goals. But other than that, it's all on you.
Gotcha. Okay, so let me check out this chat over here. Keisha says, so is your job, LOL. So not sure what she was referring to there, but hey. And then Nicole just jumped on. Nicole Dale said, hey, Lisa and Jackie. Hey, Nicole. Hey, girl. Hey. Thank you for jumping on. I sure do appreciate it. So, Jackie, let me ask you this question, honey. All right. And you have answered some of this, but give me about 3 to 4 right now in case people taking notes. What are some attributes that a person should have when they're thinking about starting in an MLM company?
I would say, okay, you have to be self-motivated.
Self-motivated.
And you want to have goals that are, in my opinion, that you can't achieve on your job. Because a lot of times people, like, again, I was still working, being a part of an MLM. So I have to imagine myself doing things bigger than my job, because sometimes the money does not come right away, but you got to keep yourself going. Goal setting is important. Communication in general. People skills. Again, you don't necessarily have to love people, but you got to have some kind of tolerance. If you want to build a team, you got to have some kind of tolerance for team building, connecting with people that you don't necessarily have a long history with. So patience, just in general. And I would say the big money in network marketing is made through leadership. So that's huge. Get yourself to a position that you're okay being a leader. Again, it's not required, but make sure I say that's not required. But if you really want to hit the success that is available, then put yourself in a position of leadership. And if you got to do that kind of stuff on your job, do it over there. The thing is developing these skills in every area that you can. Get out of your comfort zone on your job, start stepping up in leadership, take those skills, transition it over to MLM. And because that's pretty much what I did. I just knew that if I wanted to be successful in this area, I need to start bumping up my routine on my job and everything else. And it all just it just kind of balances out.
That sounds great, Jackie. Now listen, while you were saying that, I like all those attributes, especially the being patient. Because look, I'm guilty. Look, if I ain't making about 5 or 10 grand in a month, I'm out.
I've been
Girl,
there too.
but look, let me just tell y'all, people. Let me just tell my peeps, honey, you don't make that kind of money in 30 days unless you grinding. You got to be in there. You got to be in it to win it. Okay. And like Jackie said, it's a whole mind thing. You got to think of that thing as your job. Okay. Get that personal development, get that training, follow your leaders, do what they tell you to do, and make it grow and make that money. And then you also said leadership. So when you're talking about an MLM company, to get the greatest benefit and the more money from it, you're going to have to build a team, right? You're going to have to try to get some people in on your team, be a leader, be the boss. Everybody want to be a boss. I know I do. But in MLM, honey, if you want to truly be the boss and make that MLM money, you got to be a good leader. Okay. So, Jackie, next question. So you have given us a lot of good things, a lot of pros about being in an MLM marketing company. So give us some cons. What's the bad part about it? What's the stuff that we don't really hear about? Give us one or two, some of the major things that you've seen over your years.
I know people may not always want to hear you. A lot of people want to hear the bad of the industry, but again, that part of it goes along with the scammers. Mm-hmm. So let's separate it. Everything that is scammy, yes, that's bad. Important people fall into that. It makes the whole industry look bad. So it falls on the individual. Did you do your research to find out the type of company that you join, the people you join with? And in general, a lot of times, like I said, Lisa, I can't put the blame on the industry. People quit their job too soon, and then they want to blame the industry. I mean, this is personal accountability. To be honest with you, I have to think about, like, going back with my experiences. I did not do everything right, but I was getting checks, and I'm like, what's going on? I was doing just enough to get the checks, to go to me, early on, it was like a party. It was a lifestyle. I wasn't even ready for that kind of lifestyle. Boats, parties. I mean, it was ridiculous. So I just say my activity, I was just ready for the next party. I qualified for the next party. So when, a couple years, maybe 10 years ago, I stopped and I started, like I said, took notes. What was my attitude? What did I do wrong? Why didn't I hit the goals that I was striving for? And I went all the way back to day one, and I realized I never took this thing seriously from the beginning. I played around with it. You hear people say now, you treat it as a hobby. It was my hobby. My Friday and Saturday night, we was partying. That's how I looked at it.
Yeah.
What else can I tell you? Yeah. So, but the one negative thing is that anything can be presented like a legitimate company. So just do your homework and then make good decisions from there.
Okay, perfect. So Jackie, I know you talk a lot about in your business, your own business that you started, the JT Empowers.
Empower Solutions, yeah.
JT Empower Solutions. Yes. In this business, you are helping people transition. Is that correct? From being an employee to being an entrepreneur. Is that correct?
Yes, that's. I would say the best way to put it is the people coming out of jobs to recognize your potential is way bigger than the company title. Honestly, again, going back to my experiences and what I have seen over the years, people relate to that job title, VP, director of whatever. that is not your identity. That is the company's title, and they just let you borrow it for however long. And then when you're gone, they're going to give that title to the next person. So I just started to have conversations where people really came to me in tears of different situations happening, hours being cut. They couldn't take time off to go to their child's school play. All of these things were happening. And what touched me is that if I go back to 1990s, when my daughters were young, I got to take off plenty of time to be a school, what do you call it, a room mom. I got to go on the field trips. I didn't have to stress out about not being with my kids. I'm old school. That world does not exist anymore. You know, and that's really what empowered me to start speaking out. I don't like to see people, especially employees. We give so much to our companies. You sacrifice from your family, and then you are really, sometimes you're left out. Like I say, you're put on the side of the road. And then going to my age group, I'm 10 years from Social Security, Lisa. That's real talk. That's why I say real talk, raw conversations with the journey of employee to entrepreneur is about. And that's my motivation for everything that I do.
And that is so much needed, Jackie, because a lot of people, like you mentioned earlier, you said some people quit their jobs too soon. Okay. People have got to really realize and know in their financial house if they are able to start to quit their job and go full time in the MLM. Sometimes you might have to work that job for another year or two while you're building up your own business. So I like how you said too, and Nicole dropped this in the chat. She said your title in corporate America is temporary. Hashtag truth, because that is very temporary. Don't nobody care that you're a vice president. No. Okay, when it comes down to cutting, because let me tell you, corporate America is all about their budget, baby. They all about that bottom line, and they trying to save some money. And if they trying to save $100,000 and they paying a VP $100,000, honey, that job title might get cut from you, and you get cut too.
Yeah.
So you told the whole truth with that. Go ahead.
Can I share real quick? You know, like I said, as far as the self-education part that I always do for myself, when I took the time to understand what business is about, I don't know if you can see this T-shirt, DEM, Developing Entrepreneur Minds. That's my whole tagline now. When I started coming out of my employee mindset, put my business hat on, and when I'm off work, that's what I do. It helps me think through business strategies. I could see the reason why companies make their decisions. If I'm thinking like a CEO or a business owner, and I'm worried about my profits for my company, I can understand why I have to let go, cut costs, cut benefits packages. That was a tough reality check right there. So that's why I always stress mindset. If you think about the decisions the owner of your company needs to make to keep the doors open, it's painful, but it's reality. If you lose your benefits, that's happened to me before, as I said before. And I just think that it's easier if people just open up their mindset to understand both sides. What does it take to run our country? It takes everything's a balance. So that like I said, that's what motivates me. Empowering people to find their own solutions.
That's good, girl. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, Jackie, I really commend you for, stepping out and starting your own business, after, like you said, after you've learned how to truly run a business, and you learn that from your corporate position as well as your MLM experience. So you brought all that together and said, I'm going to start my own business, helping people in the same situations, the same experience that you have had, and you're going to help people that's having that same experience now. So I really, really appreciate you doing that, because it's so helpful for all of us dualpreneurs, all those full-time women that's working. Like you said, you had some things going on in your life where you was married and then you're not. And then a lot of us go through that. And then we're like, what are we going to do without our significant others' income. That income is gone. So we got to figure it out. And so a lot of times that's hard to figure out. And we really need people in the marketplace like you, Jackie, that's going to show us how to figure that out, to make that transition from being in corporate America to owning our own businesses. Because listen, and I said it before, 2020 should have taught us that we got to have a backup plan. Okay, we got to have a plan B when plan A want to act up.
ABCD, right?
Okay, y'all better know it. So let me check these chats. Nicole over here chatting it up. She said, "Real talk, Jackie. You talking real talk, girl." And she said, "That is
Thank
right."
You,
so listen, y'all want to follow Miss Jackie Hurd, honey, because she got some phenomenal information and experience to share. I got her information on the screen. Follow Jackie at Jackie Hurd Speaks on Facebook. It's her Facebook page, Jackie Hurd Speaks. Y'all go over, connect with Jackie. If you're going through any of these issues, you have questions about MLMs, you have questions about transitioning from your full-time employment to a full-time entrepreneurship, Jackie is your girl. Y'all see, she is highly experienced in this area. So y'all check her out. So Jackie, as we get ready to end this broadcast, is there any last words or advice that you want to share with my peeps?
Oh, good question, Lisa. I think the one thing I can say, what has made this my journey the last 2 years, I don't think any of us expected the chaos that we're living in now, the healthcare crisis. So for the people who you still have a job, people, it's just a stream of income, because sometimes we want our jobs to be our passions and this and that. Right now, it's just about cash flow. So keep that cash flow coming. Work on your skills to develop the next stream of income, get that up, but do not drop the ball out of frustration, because we don't know what's going on in this economy. So just be patient with yourself, and you know, you'll get there eventually. That's the best I could say, Lisa.
Wonderful. That is perfect words of wisdom, honey. Don't give up on it. Because, we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, and we need to be prepared. And so I talk about that a lot, just being prepared for the unknown, honey, being prepared for tomorrow and for your future. So, Jackie, I appreciate you joining me tonight. It has been a pleasure talking to you. You are so intelligent. I just look up to you, especially about your MLM knowledge, because I wish I had you in my life when I was back in the day trying to work an MLM, honey. Like I said, if I didn't make a certain amount of money, I was out. But look,
back now. It ain't too late. That's the good thing.
It ain't too late. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely looking for some other opportunities. So you know me, you keep bringing them to me, and I'll be checking them out, honey. So we're going to bid Jackie good night. Thank you so much again for being on my broadcast. And y'all go follow Jackie at Jackie Hurd Speaks on Facebook. Thank you, Jackie. See you later.
Thank you. Good night.
So listen, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in again to another Monday Night Money Motivation with the new broadcast as well on tonight. Look here, if y'all don't know, if you've been under a rock or something, I don't know why you wouldn't know, but listen, I am over on YouTube, honey. If y'all don't mind, go follow your girl on YouTube at Money Management Matters. That's the 3 M's of Triple M. Follow me over there. Subscribe to the channel and hit those notification bells, because, honey, in 2022, the YouTube page is about to blow up. We're about to be putting more video content over there, and it's going to be some tips and tricks and some more multiple streams of income opportunities, some more interviews with some fabulous business owners, and financial expert. So come on over and follow me over there as well. And listen, y'all know I'm your girl. I'm your money girl. I'm here to help you get your money management all the way together, honey, because we need to do better than what we've done in the past. We need to have our futures secured, okay? We need to have retirement plans in place, okay? And we need insurance. So y'all know I'm an insurance agent. I'm your insurance agent. I'm trying to make sure everybody is covered in life insurance, because that I'm showing you that is more than just a death benefit. Okay, life insurance can be used for as a savings vehicle. So I want to let you know all about that and how that works. So if I can help you with anything in your money matters, your budgeting, your money management, your savings, your investing, your life insurance, honey, hit me up on my chat. It's www.bit.ly.com/money moment. So get on my schedule. Let's chat. Okay. Let's just see how I can help you get your money management in order. So with that, I am going to bid you all good night. Thank you so much for joining. Let me check out these chats. Tara said, thanks for sharing. You are so welcome. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Nicole said, you are subscribing to my YouTube channel. Yay! I appreciate you, girl. I appreciate everybody that took the time to jump on tonight. So listen, you all have a great rest of your week. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your Monday night. And I will see you all very soon in the near future. Good night, and good night.